Hi there, welcome to my views. Three new stories. First of all, it seems that differences between Gonder Fano and Amhara armed groups in Wolkait are visible. So we have been hearing about these differences for some time, but an incident which happened in Gonder on weekend is indicative of growing rift between Gonder Fano and Wolkait Fano, if you call them Fano. Second words, an update for you from Kenya, Ethiopia border where clashes erupted 3 to 4 days ago. People were killed on both sides. Update from there. Third verse, Oromo Liberation Army has released a video accusing the government of destroying forests. This is the second time that the OLA accused the Ethiopian government of destroying greenery, destroying forests. Is it Ethiopian government's deliberate, well-planned tactic to destroy OLA's hideouts in forests? Let's start viewers. Firstly, differences between Gonder Fano and Wolkait, तुम्हारे साथ the Fano are very visible now. What is the reason behind these differences? Well, the armed groups operating in Wolkait, led by Colonel Demak Zad, who never supported Fanos of Gondar, Fanos of Gujam, Fanos of Wallo, Fanos of Shoa. I have been saying for almost 2 years that Demak Zadu is only concerned about what is happening in Amhara Volkait. He does not care about the armed resistance movement raised by Fano fighters in Gondar, etc. Gonder Fano's role is crucial if there is any uprising, if there is any conflict in Amhara Volkait. And yes, Gonder Fano fought. If you remember, when Amhara forces supported by Ethiopian National Defense Force and Eritrean military took control of Amhara Volkait in 2020, November 2020, Fano fighters fought in that war. Gonder Fano fighters fought against Tigray fighters. So Fano played a key role back then. Fano supported Colonel Demak Zadu. It wasn't just ENDF, it wasn't just EDF. But now, when Fano groups are fighting in the Amhara region, Demak Zadu is providing no support. This is the main reason uh, behind differences between Demak Zadu and Fano groups operating in Gondar, etc. Demak Zadu is very close to Ethiopian National Defense Force. Here, Shatadamlio, the Amhara Volkait, the administrator, was chosen as a Central Committee member of Prosperity Party. So, Ashatadamlio, Demak Zadu, both are in the good books of Prosperity Party, in the good books of Ethiopian National Defense Force, while Gonder Fano fighters, Gujum, Wallo Fano fighters, they're fighting, dying. That is why Gonder Fano carried out an attack on 6 vehicles carrying sesame. The sesame carrying vehicles came from Volkait, reportedly. They were on their way towards Djibouti for export, reportedly. But in South Gondar zone, when they entered in Tar Gidam area, Fano fighters hit the vehicles. I think 13 or 14 vehicles were on their way. 6 were fully destroyed. Sesame, Seeds are expensive. It's not a good news for Amhara investors. Those investors who are interested in exporting sesame produced in Wolkait to Marasag. Fano fighters say that they supported the recapture or the capture of Mara Volkai Sagad in 2020. And now, when they are in trouble, no one is supporting them from Volkait. They want support from Volkait. And maybe Volkait could need Fano's support in the future. If Tigray fighters cross stack as in start moving towards Mara Volkai Sagade, the Magazadu will call for support. He will use Amhara card. He will say, he would definitely say that we are in danger. If you remember, he issued similar calls in the past too. When he feared that his government was going to be dismantled, he called for Amhara support. He asked Fanos of Amhara, people of Amhara, to come to his rescue, to come to his support. Now, when he's in power, Fanos are fighting, no support for Fano from the Magazadu. That is why this attack was carried out by Fano fighters on trailers carrying sesame. There was no ENDF in the area. Several Fano backed sources deliberately or by mistake shared wrong information. They said an ENDF convoy had been hit. ENDF arrived in the area after the attack had been carried out, reported. Secondly, viewers, Kenya Ethiopia border, where 4 days ago heavy fighting erupted between Dasanich Ethiopian residents and Turkana Kenyan residents. Dispute was over fishing rights in the area. Border is not very tightly manned and controlled. Kenyans, Ethiopians freely move across the border. Ethiopians have access to Lake Turkana. I think Kenyans have access to Omo River on Ethiopian side of the border. In the fighting, Kenyan side attacked Ethiopian fishermen first. I think 4 or 5 were killed. Ethiopians retaliated. They entered Kenyan territory and they carried out a revenge attack, and around 20 Kenyans were killed, and some went missing. Over 20 Kenyans are still missing, reportedly. So, search ongoing. They have not been found. 4 to 5 days have passed, and people say that maybe they have been killed. It's not clear. So far, situation is calm now. Security forces patrolling on both sides of the border. Local elders trying to diffuse the tension, but 20 Kenyans are still missing, reportedly. Thirdly, the Oromo Liberation Army issued a statement 48 hours ago accusing the government of destroying forests, destroying biodiversity in the Oromia region in the fight against OLA. OLA accused the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, saying that he takes pride in Green Legacy project, that he, with his team, planted billions of trees in Ethiopia while his forces are destroying forests. Ola has shared a video which is from Jibbat. Jibbat is in West Shore. And here, large fires can be seen. According to Ola, security force, Ethiopian security force, deliberately set green areas, forests on fire to clear the area. And Ola says that people's livelihoods are attached with forests. If forests vanish, people's livelihoods will be disturbed. This is a new strategy, by the way, adopted by government forces against the Oromo Liberation Army. Last year, Ethiopian security forces adopted this strategy. Why? In the past, whenever security forces conducted operations, major operations against Ola would not fight back. It would retreat into these forested areas, which are situated in very difficult areas, difficult to navigate. And when security forces tried in the past to chase OLA fighters in these hard to navigate areas, security forces would suffer losses. This time, security forces want to strike decisive blows to the Roman British army. Why? Because OLA is weak now. If we can view Jal Sunnis Nagasa surrender, Sharbe surrender, other OLA commanders surrender. OLA is fighting a battle for survival. That is why government wants to chase OLA fighters. Government people are entering forests, government forces. They're setting forests on fire. They want to destroy OLA strongholds, wherever they are. And that is why we saw a joint operation conducted by Ethiopian Kenyan forces on the border. Kenya claims to have cleared the area, that OLA will never be allowed to return to the area. This is what Kenyan police chief of the area claimed 3 days ago in a video. OLA fighters say that they have not suffered losses. I talked to them. They say that Kenyan operation mainly targeted some facilitators, some people have been supporting OLA. But OLA's main strongholds are intact in Kenya. OLA's fighters are safe in Kenya.